What's up, Pirates? Wraith Talks here with Awaken TCG, and I'm here with Jim today. We're going to be going over the market. As you guys know, the market has been exploding and is getting real crazy. We need to talk about it. Is this right? Is this wrong? Let's find out.
Yeah, this is a real problem, honestly. A lot of people are saying the current state of One Piece is it is in a bubble that is waiting to pop with any type of reprints that are coming over the horizon. I think OPO1 double boxes were hinted at, but we'll see when those come out and we'll see how much we actually get and if it makes a difference. But speaking of OPO1, yeah, we got the OPO1 booster box right here. Minimum $540 for one
540.
single box. That's just robbery right there.
And hold on, let's look at the sales. There is one, two, three sales today at $540. Four sales. So people are buying. The people are actually buying these. Obviously, these cheap ones here are OP or they're Japanese boxes. But like here, look, yesterday 530. 2 days ago 500. Like, it just does not end. People are actually buying this product at this price, and I don't think that's okay. I really do want a reprint to hit, because these prices are not okay. There are still some cards in OPO1 that are in the meta, and they're just so high priced. And don't get me started on the alt arts, right? The alt arts are even worse.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand the thought process of people buying at this price point. Like, if you're a collector, just wait. I mean, I guess technically, if the reprints don't go as people think they are, yeah, this price may go up. So buying now may make sense. But truly, I 540 from a like $100 MSRP is just stupid. So if you can, do the community a favor and don't buy this stuff, because that is the only way it's ever going to go down. But I don't know if that's going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, personally, this is not a buy for me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a big collector. I love to collect this One Piece game, as much as I do play. And for me, this is never a buy right here. $540 for a product that's honestly subpar. OPO1 is good, but it's not even the best cards that have been out for the whole game, in my opinion. I wouldn't buy this right now at all. I don't think it's worth it.
No way.
From an investment standpoint, it's already at its peak, its current peak. Obviously, it can go higher, but right now it's at its highest point, and it's like there's no point to buy it, right? So over here we have 520. It's 540 right now, so it's as high as it's ever been. Definitely not the time to buy. I wouldn't recommend it. But that's OPO1. Let's go ahead and look at OPO2. Here we have OPO2. Not as bad, but still bad. This is $374 for a OPO2 box. Let me see if there's any sales today. Yeah, there was 5-6 sales today at $370 each box, which is disgusting. Like Jim was saying, again, don't buy these boxes at this price. Hopefully Bandai will, go through with some reprints. That's what I've been hearing. I think that'll temporarily solve an issue like this, depending on how much these continue to go up. But I think the worst problem was before. It was just a good amount of collectors and a bunch of players, and so the market wasn't anything crazy. I feel like once it exploded into, I don't want to say other card games, but market investors, I'll say, once this game exploded in those communities, the market investors, they started putting in $10,000, $20,000 into this game, jacking up all the prices, trying to create a monopoly over this game, instead of just leaving it to the players and the actual true collectors, which is sad to see. But again, this is America, and it's gonna happen to any card game that has hype, right?
hmm Well, I mean, money is king, so unfortunately, the people with it are going to control the market right now. But honestly, as far as the OPO2 box goes right here, 373 is a lot less than the OPO1. And I don't even know if OPO2 reprints have been like talked about or leaked or hinted about like the OPO1 stuff has. So I could see this one going up a lot more. So, I mean, if you want an OPO2 box anytime soon, yeah, you might have to buy at this price point. But again, do not recommend. If we can, everybody, do not buy these boxes because you are just feeding into the problem.
Yeah, 100%. Like me, I have one booster box of each set sealed for my personal collection. That's it. I don't buy more. I don't resell. I don't harm the economy at all by having one box sealed for my collection. But that's just me personally. Again, like Jay said, don't recommend buying this right now. It's just way too overpriced. Next up, we do have Pillars of Strength, which is OPO3, and now we're getting to some more reasonable pricing, even at this high value price. Honestly, this is way over market price. Like MSRP, I mean, is way over MSRP, almost double, probably double, 235. But you can get some good cards in OPO3. I'm not gonna recommend you guys buy any of these boxes. I'm gonna be honest. It's just there's no reason to, right? Eventually, hopefully, they do pop-ups in more of their shops where they sell all these cards. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes sold at around 225 plus, which is a lot of boxes being sold still at these high prices. People are expecting them to go even higher, but eventually there's going to be a peak and then there's going to be a fall off. I mean, it's hype right now. It can stay hype for a year, just because of how good the actual competitive game is. But I wouldn't recommend buying this again. But OPO3 does have some nice cards you can get that are worth money. Obviously all these sets do, but it's not worth it. Just buy whatever card you want outright, unless it's like a manga card, right? Then it's
Yeah.
But then at that point, you're even wasting more of your money, because a lot of the times, if you guys don't know, these cases can be mapped. And so if you buy one box, odds are the seller gave you a box that they know doesn't have, one of the big chase cards or the potential to. They'll give you a box that's a dud box that'll just have your SEC, your 2 alt arts, and that's it. But yeah, this is OPO3. I mean, these box prices are way too crazy, honestly.
No, they're all ridiculous except for OPO4.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that. What do you think about this? Oh, okay.
Yeah, OPO4 at 139, which honestly I've bought around there for, boxes on release. This is definitely a more in line with what a box should be priced at when they're not being printed any longer. So yeah, if you need OPO4, there's not a ton of amazing cards of OPO4. I don't know if OPO4 made like a huge difference. You got like 9 cost Yamato and 10 cost Dofi is also in there, so there's a lot of decent cards. But if you're just a collector, this is probably, this is a great price point to buy at. And I would buy this now. Truly, it's not that bad. And hopefully it doesn't get worse. So
Yeah.
On that one though, we will have to see.
Yeah, I think this. I remember when OPO4 released, some of the boxes were priced at 140, and we both ended up buying some around that price point. And I think this is acceptable. If you're in a markup, boxes, mark them up 10%, 20%. They're being marked up 5x, which is ridiculous, right? If you need some cards or you want to
Robbery.
robbery. If you want to just crack open some cards, obviously this is going to be a good box to buy. Just to look, as you guys can see here, someone's stocking up 6 boxes bought at 145 today. And it's crazy. It's crazy to see this. Let's go for OPO5. This is the most recent set. And this one I have an excuse for this box. It has the Oda signed Luffy. It has 3 mangas, which we've never had 3 mangas before. An amazing SP collection, and just great cards that are usable in the meta. So I can see why people are buying booster boxes to try to chase that Luffy, try to chase the manga Luffy, the Luffy that's signed by Oda, all these crazy chase cards that are actually worth a lot of money, and that should be worth a lot of money. Very low pull rates, but the boxes are just going too crazy.
Cards that come in them are as if the box was as cheap as $100, like OPO4 was with the massive printing that got. So let's check that out.
Yeah, let's look at some of these. Right here, we can look at some of the regular SRs. Obviously Pika's not really in the meta, or Sabo. But look, they're 25 cents, 60 cents. Trafalgar Law, you can probably slot into some RP laws. Ulti's not really used much, but Borsalino is used a lot in Sakazuki, and that's 150. 150. You can buy a set of this for $6.
So again, I mean, if it wasn't clear enough, $6 for a playset of an SR is very, very good. So if you're trying to make a deck and you're trying to play the game, do not buy a box. Just buy the cards you need. It's always been like that, but especially with these prices, it is the most obvious it's ever been.
Yeah, it's very exaggerated right now. Um, you always want to buy singles to save money, but right now it's like it's the distance between how much a box would cost you to make a deck versus singles now is like the most drastic it's ever been. And so do not buy a box, guys. Just buy singles for whatever you need. Like you can get a whole set of Pika Altarts for $32. A whole set of Altart Pikas. Like look, even the Anel's Altarts only $20. So some of these SR Altarts aren't even too bad, right? The Rebecca's at $7.29. This is still super affordable. You can buy, look, there's one at $5. You can buy a whole set of these for $28, which is an amazing price because of how much
Yeah.
of a staple this is.
Yeah, these are staples in the biggest decks of the meta, and they have some of the best prices in the entirety of One Piece. So, just yeah, no brainers there.
And then, so see, these are some of the chase cards that are jacking up the price of OPO5. It's the Luffy, the other Luffy, the Oda signed Luffy, the Manga Law, Manga Kid. So these are the big chase cards. And then obviously the the SP collection is really like the cards are so beautiful. So I understand them being so rare, and the pull rates are low for the SP, so like it's understandable. But there's four crazy chase cards in OPO5, and I think that's the sole reason. On top of new people getting into the game just as investors, not collectors, not players. They're getting into this game as investors, which is really ruining the prices of a lot of boxes and cards that shouldn't be at this much. Like this card right here, this Luffy alone being $4,750 is not worth it. This is not worth it. I don't care if it's a manga Luffy. This card right here at this price point is not worth it. I don't think so. I think if it follows the pattern of all the other mangas, this shouldn't be more than $2,000, right? I think this is just too much.
No, yeah, I mean that is the most expensive a manga card has ever been. To be fair, from what I've heard, the manga pull rates for OPO5 are the same as every other set. So you need not only do you need to get a manga to get this Luffy, then you need to roll the dice on a 1 in 3 chance between that kid and Law, and you
Yeah.
need to hope you get the Luffy. So it is the rarest manga card has ever been, so it was going to already be more expensive. Not to mention, it is one of the most iconic poses and forms of Luffy ever, and the card looks great. So there is a reason this card is so expensive. But again, yeah, almost bordering 5,000 is insane. I think in the East, it got maximum 1,500, which makes sense, right? That's
Yeah.
still the most the manga has ever been. This is 3 times that, so
Yeah,
that's a bit
I think it
ridiculous.
should be like at least $1,000 cheaper. And anyways,
Yeah,
like, look, you can buy one Altart leader Luffy, and you can buy 4 kids, a playset of Altart kids, and that would be 90 plus 160, which would be 250. For 250, you can get an Altart leader and 4 Altart kids for cheaper than one box. That's literally gonna net you nothing of
yeah,
that
that's
value.
laughable.
Like you'll get, like, if you're lucky, maybe a leader, but then you get one other Altar and a SEC. That's it, right? You can get
Mhm.
a literal Altar Luffy for Pluffy and a whole set of kids Altarts for a cheaper price than a box. Like that does not make
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. Please, guys, please just buy singles for your own good and for the good of this game.
Yeah.
Please buy singles.
And then last but not least, let's look at some of these OPO1 Altart leaders. They're just, again, like, look at this. Like there's not even a price for Law, right? Like
There's only 4 in total up,
600
which
is
is
technically the cheapest, right? So it's like what's going on here? Why are these so
600
expensive?
for an alt-art leader is, I mean, more than a manga was a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm. Like we have uh Zoro 570, a Luffy at 300, a Dofi at 350, Kaido at 160. We have Croc at 230, Odin at 114. This leader is literally ass. King at 160. King is literally, one of the worst leaders in the game currently, and people are just buying it out. They see it's a cheap price. The investors say, hey, look, we can probably make money. They're not reprinting. So they buy them out, right?
Yeah,
It just
just
happened. Like if we go back to October, it was $37. November, $58. The start of December, $60. The beginning of January, $60 still. It literally jumped in the last week to over 160. Like that lets you know that these are definitely targeted buys, and people are just,
hmm
you know, investing in these cards to make money later in the future.
yeah. Again, if you're trying to get these cards, guys, even as a collector at this point, I would just not buy them. This price point is gross. There are rumors of OPO1 reprints in the double packs. So please, if you want these cards, player or collector, just wait.
Yeah, just hold off.
Yeah, even if there isn't that much distribution of double packs, it will affect the price, and the price will go down at least a bit. Pick your spots. Right now, guys, not the spot.
Yeah, no. Every card, every set is at an all-time high. I definitely don't recommend buying any alt arts, especially OPO1. Stay away from OPO1. You can buy singles of like play sets of cards that are not alt arts, especially if you're a competitive player and you need the cards. But other than that, don't buy anything. Everything is just way too tax. There's just no reason to.
Yeah, when blue purple croc is over $200, we've got a problem, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is disgusting. Again, like this happened, it doubled in price over the span of a week. So again, investors are getting into the game. I don't want to say collectors because there are collectors that do just collect for, personal reasons, like me. And a lot of the times the players are the ones that get hurt the most, the people that are actually playing the game. You're right. The investors hop into this game at, probably the worst time. I guess best time for them, but worst time for the players that actually need some of these cards to, play the game. At one point, you could probably make a whole alt art deck for 200, 250. Now, if you want to make any type of deck with a full rarity, it's going to cost you $1,000, right? So, the price points are disgusting, and I hope it gets better. I hope Bandai sees this and says, you know what, let's make some more reprints of everything. All right, guys, but that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. A nice little market watch and just advising you guys to just be careful. The prices are at an all-time high, and you might lose money because if something ever happens, and a lot of the times these investors don't see the prices going up to their liking, they're just going to start selling off, and then the prices come tumbling down. So don't be one of those caught up into, oh, let me buy this card right now, it'll probably go up and I can make money. Just wait, especially if you're collecting or playing the game. Just wait on the alt arts. They'll come down to more reasonable prices as soon as more reprints come out. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like this video, comment down below what you think about the current market, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.